The next question is buyer perception and behavior. As Doyle and Stern mentioned in their book Marketing Management, even if the message gets through the attention filter, it may be misinterpreted by the receiver. People have their own set attitudes that lead to expectations about what a message should say about an object. They see what fits into their belief system, ignore things that are discordant, and add things which are consistent to the beliefs. The best way to use this interpretation law, we should leave incomplete message to let customer to fill in it. People interpret a message in a way this message meets their needs and values. First of all, we should talk about needs. The greater the need, the more value is placed on a product that may satisfy it. A message about a food product is likely to be more carefully interpreted if seen immediately before dinner than just after. All the news about social movements can be ignored by unaware person. The next is values. Words and expressions that are familiar are more likely to be interpreted correctly than those which are unfamiliar. And there can be the negative cases when the double meaning is really ruining the message. And the next one is group pressure. People tend to interpret messages in the same ways as other members of their group. People generally seek to conform to their peer groups. The reference group really work for the advertising via different channels. Your friends and friends' friends form your attitude to the product or value in a process of stereotyping. This case of Electrolux brought new meaning of the shared values and interpretation when Scandinavian vacuum manufacturer used the verb with double meaning in poster. This case became an advertising legend and was replicated by followers. The replication took place because of the shock and attention that was put to this message. To get the same attention, even negative, became an obsession among the marketers. When we talk about communications effectiveness, we should start with objective. The objective of the communicator is to get a response from the audience. In marketing, the firm normally wants to make customers to try and then repurchase the brand. In social activity, the response means the person behavior changes, purchasing, repurchasing the product of course, but in other dimension, changing the attitude by sharing values, sharing the information about the product, and reproduce the idea of message into the society. The first task of management is to define the communication objective. For a new product, this might be the achieving defined levels of awareness and interest, or maybe image creation. This is another case of using the same idea to shock the watcher and to bring message that will be fulfilled by the client's emotions. If it will a fear or rage or sympathy for the animal's needs, that will be a reaction and the mission is accomplished. The same way it works here. We have here a triangle of needs existed in society, shared values, and group pressure. If we will recall the characteristics of message that will gain the attention, we may say, the message is consistent, as we have here data and topic of the meeting and name of organization. Is this message interesting? Definitely. There is a trick that gets the attention. The additional nip looks strange before you get the idea of similarity with the begging hand. This performance is new, and this message has an impact on audience. A message may be successful in achieving high awareness, but ineffective in producing results because it's not understood, not credible, or hits the wrong target market segment. The metrics or figure in this slide can be used to evaluate a company's communications campaign. A simple ranking from 0 to 5 points can be given for each variable to indicate how well it contributes to each step in the hierarchy of the effects. The resulting profile will indicate the strengths and weaknesses of the campaign and suggest areas for improvement. For example, a humorous message might score well on creating interest in the product, but score badly in generating comprehension and positive attitudes to it. Exactly the same way, a particular media mix may do well on the awareness variable, but poorly on action because it's oriented to the wrong target market.